Hi, it's Heather, and welcome to today's Happy Hips Flow, all focused on hip opening and great stretches for flexibility if you're working on leg flexibility and opening up the hips. Great for relieving any back tightness or soreness. And I also like to use these stretches for like post-workout. So if you would like to use this class, use this flow for any of those things and are excited to jump in, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. I upload new free yoga classes to this channel every week, and it's the best way to support it. Let's get started today in a child's pose position. So take the knees out wide, toes point, untuck and come to touch, and walk both hands forward. Rest the forehead on the mat. Let's just get started with 3 deep breaths here. In your own time, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And then on the next inhale, lift up the hips, lift up the chest, keep the palms planted and drop the stomach. Coming into kind of a cow position, but keeping the legs where they're at in that child's pose position. On the exhale, round and drop the hips. Come back to child's pose. Inhale again, lift up, drop the belly, open the chest. And exhale, round, drop back. So do a few more of these in your own time. Inhaling as you lift and drop the stomach. And exhaling as you round and drop the hips. One more wherever you're at. And then on the next inhale, come to a tabletop position. So now you can bring those knees in to a neutral tabletop where the knees directly underneath the hips. And curl those back toes under, lift up the knees, lift up the hips, come to downward facing dog. And let's just pedal it out for a little bit in our down dog, meaning bending through one knee, straightening the other leg, and then just switching a few times. Build in those happy hamstrings. Great. When you're ready, rest both heels, if accessible, to the floor. If not, you can keep a nice generous bend here in the knees. And then inhale, lift up the right leg, bend through the knee, point the toes, open the hip. Let's do some little circles in one direction with that lifted knee. Keep the arms strong. Then switch direction of those little circles. Go the other way. And then inhale and exhale. Shift forward. Bring that knee and that foot to come to step to the outside of the right hand. So coming into an active lizard position, it's okay if your toes point slightly to the right and your foot's angled a little bit. Welcome to stay here, or if you would like to take it just a little bit deeper, you can go ahead and lower through the back knee, uncurl the toes, and really let those hips start to sink down, start to melt downward. And then curl those back toes under, lift up the back knee, heel toe the front foot in between the hands, plant the palms nice and firm into the ground, and then lift up this front foot, knee into chest, and then take the knee out, ankle in, just shifting the leg a little bit, point the toes, drop the shin down for pigeon. So just a quick check-in. Toes are pointed, hips are squared towards the front of the mat like headlights, and we're keeping our foot in line with the leg. Open up the chest, inhale, and then exhale if you would like to fold forward and come onto your forearms. Go for it. When you're ready, press both palms back down, lifting up the chest, and then just open up to the left side. Bring this left leg all the way forward. Come to stack the knees, coming to a cow face position, and then interlace both hands. Send the hands forward, palms forward, and then up. Inhale. And exhale, lean to the right. Inhale again, back to center. And exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, back to center. Release the fingers from one another. And then if you want to fold forward, fold forward. Inhale to come up, and then if you want to kind of watch me for this next part, take your hands, place them on the ground to your right side, and then you're going to keep your feet where they're at, but just kind of twist to help yourself up, help your hips up so that you're facing the back of your mat, heels in, toes out, and sink the hips down. So coming to a goddess pose. Hands on the knees, and then inhale and exhale, right shoulder into the midline. Just for a little twist. Inhale, back to center, and exhale, left shoulder to center, into that middle. Inhale, come back up to center. And then just heel toe your feet a little bit in so that they're a little wider than hips distance. Heels in, toes out. Squat down into your little yogi squat, into Malasana. Hands can come to prayer if accessible to you, with the elbows pressing the knees out. Or you can take the hands forward, coming onto fingertips. It's okay if your heels are lifted. Over time, you'll be able to slowly find some more space there. Try to keep a nice long spine here. And then left fingertips to the floor, right hand reaches up towards the sky. Open twist. Exhale to bring that hand down. Come back to center, and then right fingertips to the floor. Inhale, bring the left fingertips up to the sky. Try to not let your knees knock in while you're doing this. You want to keep your booty lifted and knees out. Great. Exhale, bring this left hand down, and then just walk your hands forward. Come to bring the knees to the mat and uncurl the toes, have the toes to touch again. We're going to move through those kind of cat-cow things that we did before. or cat-child poses. So walk both hands forward, come to your child's pose. And then when you're ready, inhale, lifting up and dropping the stomach. Exhale, round the back, heels and hips touch. Inhale, drop the stomach, you got it from here, and exhale, round. Move through a few more on your own time. One more wherever you're at. And then come to that neutral tabletop. Bring the knees underneath the hip points and curl the back toes under. Plant the palms firmly into the ground. Lift up the knees and the hips for downward facing dog. You can pedal it out again if you want to. Bending through one knee and then the other. Back and forth a few times. And then rest both heels towards the ground. Inhale, lift up the left leg. Point the toes, bend the knee, open the hip. Little circles with that knee in one direction. And then switch. Just switching directions of those circles. And then inhale, reach the knee up high. And exhale, squeeze the knee into the chest. Come to step that left foot to the outside of the left hand. Come to that active lizard. And if you want to take it deeper, lowering through the back knee, uncurling the toes. And then curl those back toes under, lift up the back knee, heel toe, the front foot in between the hands first, and then plant the palms, lift up the front foot, knee into chest squeeze, and then take the knee to the left, ankle in, drop the shin down for pigeon. On this other side. Hips stay square. Inhale, open the chest. And then exhale, folding if you would like to fold on this side as well. Coming onto forearms. Inhale to press yourself up, and then open up to the right this time and bring this right leg forward. Stack the knees so that your right knee is on top of your left. Interlace the hands, bring the palms forward and then up. Inhale, and this time let's exhale to the left first this time. And then inhale back to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale back to center. Release the hands from each other and then fold it down. Again, so always the option to not fold if that's enough for you. But if you like to take it deeper, then go ahead and come onto the forearms. Use your hands to press yourself up. And again, if you need to watch me for this little twist we did on the other side, take both hands, reach to your left on the floor just to help yourself up, to bring the hips up. You should end up with your heels in, toes out in a little goddess squat. So drop the hips, hands come onto the knees. Inhale for that twist again. And bring the left shoulder in this time first to the center. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, drop the right. Inhale, back to center. And then heel toe, those feet in just a tad, just like an inch. Drop the hips and come into your yogi squat. So press the knees out wide with the elbows if accessible. Again, if not, fingertips to floor. Wherever you were kind of feeling it today is perfect. Drop the right fingertips to the floor. Inhale, open up the left hand to the sky. And exhale, drop it down. Come back to center, reset first. And then left fingertips to the floor. Inhale, lift up the right hand to the sky. Again, not letting those knees fall into center. Really keep them open. Drop it down. And then just go ahead and sit on the ground. Sit onto your butt. Scoot forward a bit so that you're more in the middle of your mat, more towards the front end. And bring the soles of the feet to touch. Make a little diamond shape with the legs here. The size of the diamond does not matter because all of our bodies are completely different. And then take your thumbs, reach in your soles almost as if you were going to open up a book. Straighten through the back. Inhale. And then exhale, fold it forward. Inhale to come back up. And then keeping the legs where they are, just use your hands to come down slowly onto your back. So maybe coming onto your forearms first, and then rolling down onto your back. And just take both palms out wide, facing up towards the ceiling. You can close your eyes here if you want to as well. Let yourself relax. Let it all go. Maybe notice how you feel versus how you felt when you first started. And then move one foot out and then the other to either corner of your mat. I'm going to leave you here in Shavasana today. Hope that you enjoyed this flow. I had a lot of fun doing it with you. And comment below afterwards on how it went for you. And I hope that you have a good one. I'll see you soon, and namaste.